road to Santa Fe was lined with silver, turquoise, and sprinkled with gold. Ah, those were the stories, but the truth is even richer. Pieces of old and ancient trails came together and led the way to old Santa Fe, that mysterious and exotic town where adventure beckoned. Those with the eyes to see found art in the ever-changing landscape, the faces and dress of the peoples encountered. The plants and animals were strange, maybe even exotic. The entire trail was a feast for the senses.
The Santa Fe Trail has inspired cartographers, artists, writers, and journalists for centuries, each capturing their experiences. I've always loved the whimsical and sometimes romanticized sketches and lithographs produced by the earliest artists. The maps and illustrations drawn by the United States military and topographic engineers and the artists who accompanied them were really some of the earliest scientists and ethnographers recording in sketches and watercolors the diversity of people and geography crossed by the trail. In many ways, for me, the most vivid depictions of the trail experiences are those in diaries and journals, as so many writers painted with words. Albert Pike's 1831 writings, the journal of Susan Shelby Magoffin, written in 1846 and 1847, and Marion Russell, who made so many crossings of the trail in the mid-19th century, are among those enduring depictions. Through their writings, the wonder they observed on the trail becomes so apparent. They marveled at the wide open vistas, the changing light and colors sweeping the landscape. They savored the clear sky and pure air, as well as the depth of the starry nights. They were astonished by the power of storms on the plains. The sightings of buffalo and antelope, and even prairie dogs, are rendered in prose that captures their awakening to the beauty of nature.
We reached the Arkansas River, having traveled during the day inside of buffalo, which are here innumerable. William Becknell, 1821.
This was a land of enchantment, where gods walked in the cool of the evening. Marion Sloane Russell.
The road, in nearly its whole extent, passes over open, grassy prairie. Caravans may obtain their chief supplies for subsistence without difficulty or delay from the numerous herds of buffaloes that are almost continually passing and repassing over the plain, crossing the route everywhere along the greater part of the way. George Sibley, 1827.
We find some beautiful roses, quantities of wild pinks. Now, at my tent door, there are 2 bushes, one on either side, and inside, all the way from nearly the head of my bed, are bushes with full-blown roses, bursting and closed buds. It is the life of a wandering princess mine. Susan Shelby Magoffin.
The history, romance, and romanticism of the Santa Fe Trail captivated artists from its opening in 1821 through the 19th and early 20th centuries. The founding of the New Mexico art colonies in the 1890s brought new attention to the trail. Artists from New York, Chicago, and even Europe, attracted by the lore of the trail, encountered cultures and lifeways completely exotic to them. Native American and Hispanic people, coupled with an Anglo culture unique in the Southwest, became subjects for their artists' brushes. Their paintings only increased the interest in the mythology of the trail. By the 1930s, the fledgling film industry began making the Santa Fe Trail the subject of frequent movies. However, Hollywood's depictions of the Kansas Plains and the mountains of southern Colorado and northern New Mexico departed markedly from the reality of the trail. Santa Fe Trail storylines on the silver screen often defied historical fact as well as believable events. Nevertheless, the trail remains a subject for artistic exploration in all media today.
Join us in Independence, Missouri, September 27th through the 30th at the Hilton Garden Inn for our symposium, Art and the Trail, hosted by the Missouri River Outfitters chapter of the Santa Fe Trail Association. Find more information at santafetrail.org.